I've tried to record this like 10 times already. Whew, Jesus, like the inner rage that is coming out, like and oh God, Jesus, I'm trying, like I'm back, y'all. You know, I missed doing my videos. It was a long time coming. I know that I have went through so many life lessons to get to where I'm at, and you know, gratitude for every lesson. But your girl is feeling all her feels, right? I'm just shit. Like, I'm feeling it. As somebody that deeply feels everything, like sometimes I want to get it off of me. But I'm learning that you gotta sit with it till it doesn't hurt anymore. And so I'm learning how to do that. But one thing that I'm noticing is that by me speaking up and calling out a lot of shit, I realize that on some of my other social media platforms, not monitoring spirits are like they're coming, and as soon as I see them, I block them. I had to learn boundaries. Like I used to just let people do any and everything to me, and hell no. Like, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? Get all the way the fuck on. I now pronounce you blocked, ho. Bye. Get out of here. Because you don't want nothing. You just want to see if I'm telling on you. That's it. That's all. Bye. I've been in isolation for so long, right? And in those moments that I would come out of isolation and I would interact with people, I would read their energy. I even saw one person, whole face change. Wasn't even them. Can't do it. Can't do it. This friendship has to end because that is not you. That is not you. That version of me that would have seen it and would have still tried to be your friend, like, I can't do that. Like, one thing I had to learn that you have to be very, very careful with who you allow in your space, in your home, who you hang out with. You have to be very fucking careful because I used to be around a lot of people. Hell, I laid next to somebody for 5 years. 5 years that racked up some karmic stuff, and I was feeling the smoke of that person's shit. And when I got away from them, I felt better. I felt different. The light came back into my eyes. And now they got to deal with that. Now they walking around here all swiddle and done up looking because they had to deal with that. That wasn't for me to deal with that. And for a lot of us that are people pleasers, a lot of us that be in friendships and relationships with people that don't fucking like us, you're hanging out with emotionally removed people that don't like you. That's draining to you. That's draining on your energy. And you like, that's why I've been around somebody and instantly when they come around, you feel dysregulated. That's your soul telling you, get the fuck away from them. Get away from them. Get all the way away from them. Get away from them. Get away from them. Get away from them. I know that I have to get back out there because like I said in a previous video, I miss my friends. I miss hanging out with my family. But when I tell you, I've been through so much stuff in my life and I had to take a step back and really sit with all of the things I've been through in 40 years existed. And then this lifetime, I had to sit with all of that. And a lot of that shit hurts because it's like some people that I really thought was my friend, they was not my friend. Like big playing in my face, like big playing. And I had to take them out of my energy because no, you don't. When I sat with Mother Ayahuasca, I started to realize that a lot of those friendships didn't work out because my ancestors said, where you going? They can't go, Pupinella. They can't go. They gotta go. And it was the big sisters. You know the big sisters, the sisters at ceremonial, when somebody has like a ceremony and the officials come and they cut the, yeah, the big ass scissors. Because everybody can't go with you. Everybody can't go with you. And the more and more you start to heal yourself, you'll start to realize you was hanging with people because maybe y'all trauma bonded. You know, maybe it was an unhealthy codependence. They can't go. They can't go. And honestly, you'll start to feel better. You'll start to feel better because I feel so much better. I know I'm up here, energy all crazy and big, and that's because I've been mute for so long. Like, even though everybody know me as having this, like I always say, like, you such a vibe. Like, listen, I'm a party. I'm a party, okay? I'm that package that you buy that come with the cups, the knives, the spoons, the forks, the balloons, everything, the centerpiece, everything. That's a whole vibe. I'm a one-woman show. And I love that about myself. I love that about myself. But on the inside, I struggled with so many things, with so many secrets that I held in because I didn't want to expose people that were hurting me. I didn't want to expose them. And that was taking a toll on my body. That's where the constant drinking came from. Because of that, like the alcohol abuse came from that, because it was like, I am holding these people's secrets in my body and I don't know how to exist outside of that. I see so many women in my community that I grew up with, and I can tell that they're struggling, and they use their substances to like help them cope with the shit that they've been through in life. And that's why, I stayed in the positions that I did in my town, because I felt like I had to help. Like, I had to help because I understood, I understood that, a lot of times we use these vices to like help soothe the pain, and, you don't want to remember. But one of my, like, she's an elder. She's my big sister. She's an auntie. When I was struggling really, really bad, like trying to get out of this hypersexual, promiscuous loop, I remember trying to ask my friends for help, and they was just like, they ain't had no advice for me because they were still struggling too. But I remember going to her and, her, sharing her experiences with me. And she was like, listen, as somebody who went through recovery from addiction, you're always going to be an addict in recovery. And I will never forget that she shared that with me. And I appreciate that friendship. And I appreciate, I appreciate the protection that I had in certain spaces. Like, even though people did a lot of fuck shit to me in spaces because they felt like I didn't deserve to be there, and who are you? Because it was for you, you would be in it, and it wasn't for you. So I appreciate everybody that I had to be in a space with that protected me, that knew that I meant well, I appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that. So allowing this throat chakra to like open has been so uncomfortable. Like, even as I'm talking to y'all, I can feel my body like doing this. Now, in the past, when I would make these videos, I would do it with no problem. Like 10, 11 years ago, I would do it with no problem, because that version of me was not scared. Like, I really started to shut down after the relationship with my son's father. Like, once I was just told that nobody liked me, and I started to believe it. Because when you're in a relationship like that, it'll mess you up. So it took me a minute to like pull myself out of that. And even though I'm married, I've been married for 4 years. I've been in a relationship for 5. I'm living in my truth.